I realized, well, it's not overkill because I have overcome the other challenges, and the only way to really grow is to always have a challenge. Like if life was easy, you wouldn't grow. If everyone you knew was nice to you, you wouldn't learn anything. When you get some people who don't like you, that's when you learn something. When you have a challenge, that's when you have to force yourself to grow. Or you can say, I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it. Then you don't grow. Then you're deciding not to grow. But the challenge is there for you to grow. And you have sometimes it's so perplexing and overwhelming that you have to change your approach. You have to really step outside of yourself and say, well, I have to deal with this thing. I can deal with it now or I can deal with it later, but I have to deal with it. I know nothing about it, so how do I deal with it? Or do I deal with it? Some people, they get spiritual and they say, I'm just going to throw compassion at it. Compassion. I'm going to throw forgiveness. I'm just going to forgive. I'm just going to accept everything. Yes, beat me again. But you're not growing. You're kind of avoiding growth, right? Sometimes you have to say, you have to piss somebody off. Sometimes you have to roll up your sleeves. Sometimes people won't like you. This is especially true. Some of the people coming here, they're very kind and helpful. So they don't want to have a conflict. They don't want to create animosity. They don't want people not to like them. I want everybody to like me. And that will work so far, so long, and at some point, some people will never like you, no matter what you do. They just don't like you. You could save 100 children. They still won't like you. And as you get older, you realize this. You realize that some people will never like you. Some people will hate you. Some people couldn't care less about you. And there are others who love you and respect you, and they trust you no matter what. There's always this balance. So life is difficult. Sometimes it's overwhelming. But that doesn't change anything, because you still have to go forward. You still have to live. You have to make those hard decisions. You're going to make the wrong decisions. You're going to make mistakes. If you come back to the fact that you incarnated here, right? You incarnated. That means you're here for a reason. And until they take you away, you have to remain. And if you're going to be here, you might as well enjoy the process.